Good morning. I'm honored to serve as chairman of this subcommittee again in the 119th Congress. Ranking Member Swalwell, it's great to serve alongside you for another term. I'd also like to welcome all of our members returning and the new ones that are here. I'm looking forward to working with all of you and to making this a productive Congress. As cyber threats to information technology and operational technology increase, we must work hard to ensure cybersecurity is front and center on Congress's agenda. Until we change our cybersecurity posture, we'll continue to see rogue nation-state actors target our nation's critical infrastructure. In that spirit, I am pleased to kick off this Congress with a bipartisan priority that is vital to our nation's security: regulatory harmonization. For too long, we have talked about the cumbersome nature of cyber regulatory regime without seeing the changes necessary to solve it. In fact, the Biden administration tried to add more regulations on sectors such as healthcare and water. While it is important for the federal government to work with those sectors that are not as cyber mature, more regulation is not the answer. With over 50 regulations at the federal level alone, it is time to streamline requirements to ensure they promote useful, actionable, and reasonable information sharing within the time frame requested. When organizations face their most vulnerable moment, they should only be thinking about one thing: securing their networks. Hours of duplicative compliance tasks and hundreds of thousands of dollars invested to navigate the landscape must come to an end. With the beginning of the new administration, we have an opportunity to reset the regulatory regime once and for all. In 2022, Congress passed landmark legislation to streamline cyber incident reporting, the Cyber Incident Reporting for Critical Infrastructure Act of 2022, or CIRCIA. This directed CISA to develop regulations to set an acceptable standard for cyber incident reporting across all 16 critical infrastructure sectors. Unfortunately, as many of today's witnesses reinforced last year, the scope of the proposed CIRCIA rule went far beyond congressional intent. Knowing that the deadline for the final rule is approaching, we will dig into the value of CIRCIA and what the future of the rule should look like. This new administration presents an opportunity to get cyber incident reporting right. We should seize it. Beyond CIRCIA, different regulatory agencies have imposed rules that directly contradict congressional intent with CIRCIA. Securities and Exchange Commission's rules on cybersecurity risk management, strategy, governance, and incident disclosure are a perfect example of how rulemaking should not be done. That is, without buy-in from their key stakeholders, industry, and Congress. As we strive for regulatory harmonization, collaboration across the public and private sector is vital. We cannot allow malicious cyber actors to get ahead of us because paperwork holds us back from effective cyber risk management, mitigation, and response. I look forward to hearing from our witnesses about the steps we can take to finally achieve regulatory harmonization.